one of the key questions there for the minister is to be crystal clear on positioning what church is actually about. Some will differ perhaps on this, but I think we need to be clear that we're not aiming to be seeker-sensitive churches, because we simply won't mature the congregation if that's the case. But we need to be churches that are accessible to the outsider, but making sure we are actually maturing the insider. I think that's a key thing, because it means that lots of the evangelism may take place in church incidentally, but there's got to be a place where it's actually taking place outside of the Sunday or the Saturday service. But along with that, important for the minister to recognise that every area of church life needs to be geared to consider how are we setting up for evangelism, for mission in this particular area. So how's the growth group set up for mission? It might not mean you have non-Christians in your growth groups, but how are you using those as an opportunity to train? The church service on a Sunday, the AGM, the announcements that you hear midweek, the communication to church, how's that all geared toward mission? And perhaps a key thing is that the minister can't do it all. I've said the process is far too long for that. So there's a real need to spot the talent. You need to be able to spot who are the people in church who actually have the gift for this. And along with that, give them real responsibility when you find them. And of course that means you need to test whether they're worthy of that first, and give them an appropriate amount of responsibility. But there is a real responsibility that needs to be given to the gifted and able congregation member who will faithfully labour with you in an important part of the whole process. And perhaps what undergirds all of that is there's a need to reverse engineer what are the obstacles for the Christian, what's stopping them, and frequently that's a confidence issue. How do we help them beyond that? And reverse engineer the process for the non-Christian. What are the obstacles for them? Do we have broad enough events to enable them to engage with the gospel? Do we have appropriate measures at the follow-up level? Do we need more of one or the other? I think reverse engineering so that the minister recognises his role is not doing it all anymore, though once it may have been. It's thinking through how ought it to be done, and how do I recruit and equip the team who do the work, and of course pray that God will bring many people to come to know Jesus.